Christos Papalexiou, and I'm working for Antigone, which is an information and documentation center on racism, ecology, peace and non-violence. It is involved in all things that have to do with human rights for particular target groups such as disabled people, women, people who need our help, or Roma communities. But nowadays the biggest part of our job has to do with refugees and immigrants coming from Syria and other countries from Middle East. It is an NGO founded in 1993. Just to cover all the needs of people, to protect particular target groups' human rights. And it was a period when the first immigrants and refugees started coming to Greece. We're living in the local society, the local community, first of all, but we have many employees and volunteers working in refugees camps. So we identify the needs directly from our target groups. We're working with refugees, we are working in the field with Roma communities, so we have the feedback from our target groups. And we also have the feedback for our scientific experts, from our volunteers and from our employees in general.
So this is basically what we trained the refugees, the young boys who attended our training course, we trained them to do. And this is the outcome of their work. This is what they shot during the time in Gramos. And also here in Thessaloniki.
There is a need to offer, for instance, psychological support to the people who are living in the camps. We also organize creative activities for both adults and children, and to make them feel productive or creative. And we could also offer them any type of service they need in their day life during their stay in Greece. First of all, we're every day in the camps. We have volunteers and employees, we have scientists, we have psychologists. We're living with them. We are part of their life and they are part of our lives. So we have already built very strong relationships. They're not professional relationships. They're not actually friendships, but they're very strong personal relationships. It's very difficult to make them trust us because they are in a new environment. And they don't know where they will be the next month. So it is quite difficult, but I think that we're doing a good job on this part. We always try to make them part of the city life. We don't we don't want the immigrants and refugees stay always in the camp. So we try to organize activities in the city center. We bring them in the city center, and which is quite difficult for them because they don't know where to go. Sometimes they do not have even money for a ticket, for a bus ticket. And sometimes they don't feel very comfortable to walk around the city. So we organize activities such as photograph workshops, photo shootings around the city, cooking, and they are very happy to come to us, to our offices, which are located in the city center, every Wednesday. A family from the camp comes here and cooks for us, and they don't have to. We ask them if somebody wants to come, and they love it because they have a chance to visit the city center, and they feel that they share part of their culture with us. and we are very happy to eat their delicious food, but it's a very nice, it's a kind of interaction between them and the local community. We have the problem of the absence of a long-term policy at both national and EU level. In terms of communication, I think language is the most important barrier, but we overcome it. We don't have a problem. We have translators, and we have already built personal relationships with our target group. So I think it's okay with us. As far as the economic environment is concerned, it's a very difficult period, even for the local people here in Greece. The number of the newcomers is continuously decreasing nowadays during the summer. The government could help us by developing a strategic plan, first of all. Then maybe immigrants and refugees need more motivation on on finding more motivation and maybe information of finding a job and doing their lives here in Greece, or preparing their future in another EU country. The most important for us as an organization is not to leave refugees in the camps. It is important to interact with local communities. It is important to have activities in the city, to interact with people and get used to walking around the city, to do their job, to satisfy their needs by themselves. That's why we always organize activities in the city. We try hard to bring them in the city. We have our own van, and we try to find reasons to get them out of the camps, which is not difficult, because if you want to do something, you need to have special personnel. Every day we have a team of volunteers and employees going to the camp and doing different activities with adults, men, women and children, because they have different needs. We organize games, painting workshops with children. Men usually want to do something closer to sports, play football or whatever, but we identified a need for women to create a space, we call it safe space, where women feel more comfortable. And apart from the psychological support, they have the chance to do activities like dancing and other arts. We had many visitors from local community, and who had maybe for the first time the chance to learn more for refugees through their photographs, but they also have a place to discuss with them.